So anyway, I wanted to talk about the farm. This farm that I've been going to for years. And we like to go there as soon as, you're sick of the fucking summer, you need to go to the farm. I get a call from my cousin. My cousin says to me, I heard that the farm that we usually go to, you're gonna need tickets this year to get to the farm. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Tickets to get into the farm. This is something you just walk in. Usually you just walk in. She goes, no, you're gonna have to go on they have a website now. You're gonna have to go in. You have to, sign up, make a login. You're gonna have to do the whole thing in order to get the tickets. Because people are going to be, lining up this year. Whatever. I go online. She sends me the link. I'm looking at the website and I'm like, this doesn't even look like, first the website, it didn't look like it was even for a farm. It looked like it was for a fucking bank. It was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then, and it had seals on the website. Not like the seals, like government seals were on the website. All over and government seals, like it looked like, the military was there. And I was like, whatever. So I make the fucking login. And that took me like an hour to do because there was a questionnaire to get the tickets for the farm. I do it. And then they told me, you gotta download. After I filled all that out, you gotta download an app. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Download an app to get into this farm that I've been going to since I was a kid in New Jersey. You gotta make another login. And then so I did all of this, I did it in March because they said you gotta start doing it in March. So I did. I booked the time, I booked everything for the fall. Now, after all that, the tickets, I booked the tickets. The tickets, they said they come in the mail, but also you have to have them on your app. Then, like a week before the day to go to the farm, they send me a questionnaire. The questionnaire it was like you were filling out a form to go to the doctor's office. It was all kinds of questions like, your age, are you pregnant? Do you plan on getting pregnant? Do you have any allergies? Do you have, any symptoms? Did you get your flu shots? Did you get your COVID? Like all of this. It was like 10 pages long. They send me back another email saying, they need more information, that I didn't fill something out right. Then the day comes. We get ready. Our appointment to get to the farm is at 9:30 in the morning. We get up, 6:30 in the morning. We get ready because the farm is 2 hours away. Get in the car, we're driving. All of a sudden, as we're, getting a little bit closer to the town, there is the traffic. You wouldn't believe. The traffic was unbelievable. Everybody was bumper to bumper. They're all going to the farm. It's just, why? They make us make an appointment and then there's the traffic coming into the farm. After sitting in the fucking traffic for like an hour and a half. Then we get up to the farm, there's lines. And I'm talking like we were going to the airport. They had the maze. They made the mazes to get into the farm. There was security guards. The cops were there. It was like, and I even saw like guys like from the military was standing there. There was people on bullhorns. And now we didn't even get into the farm yet. This is the outside. So we're waiting on the line. And, it's taking forever to get in. I was like, what the fuck is this? How long does it take to get, if everybody's got their fucking tickets? Finally, we get up to the front and we see metal detectors, and they're coming over to us, and they're like, we need your ID. We need to see the tickets. The people in the front, they had on uniforms. She takes my ID. She takes it and she walks over to the back, but I could still see her though. And she puts my ID in a machine. This is my driver's license. She puts it in a machine, and it makes like this noise, like a scary, like a crunch noise. And then all these lights go off and the lasers go off. And then they're scanning my phone, looking for the code for the tickets. Oh, and by the way, everybody there, they're acting very casual, like this is normal business, getting into the farm, like it's nothing. Oh, and they don't give a shit. There's no smiling, there's no talking, there's no nothing. She gives me back my ID, everything. Then we have to wait to walk through. We couldn't even see the farm yet, or the store, the farm store. They put up like like the circus, like before you go into the circus, like it's one of those big, like a big curtain that you can't look into where you're going. We had to push through the fucking curtain, and the curtain was about like 2 tons. It was made out of rubber. So we had to push through that. Then we finally get through into the farm store. You couldn't even move. It was like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Oh, and the people were acting a little weird, like the people that were there. They were giving out the apple cider, the hot apple cider. The people are drinking it. I think there was something in it. There was a guy in the people were standing in the corner, like with their mouth open, like just like like they were on something. There was a guy standing in the corner with his mouth open. His pants were hanging off too. And he was just standing there. And people are walking around, shopping, looking for stuff. We always went here for things, the usual, like the donuts, the apple cider donuts, the apple cider. And then we get like, the pies and the apple pie. They have the pumpkin spice apple pies. And this is what we always go there for every year. We get there, we go to the girl, the farm girl. I think she's Amish. She's got the whole thing going on. But this is the weird part. The fucking Amish girl is on her phone. She's standing there looking at her phone. So I didn't know, maybe now they got phones. I go over to her and I ask, where's all the donuts? She goes, oh, we don't have any more. They're gone. They're gone. I said, well, do you have any more in the back? Because she's like, no, that's it for today. And she was a bitch. Like she wasn't even like, there was no, nothing. No, I'm sorry. No. She goes, no, you got to make another appointment because they're gone. And that's it. And she was just blunt. That was it. And then she goes back to her phone. We didn't get nothing. At this point, I was having an anxiety attack. I couldn't take it no more. No apple cider donuts. No pumpkin spice. Oh, they were giving out hot dogs. But who the fuck? Hot dogs with ketchup and no bun. They were giving that out for the people that were, hallucinating from the apple cider. I had to get out of there. So we walked out. We get to where the farm should be. This is where, usually you see all the animals, like, the goats and the horses and the pigs, all over the place. You see them. There was no more animals. I don't know where the fuck they were. I mean, where the animals should be. People were just laying around. They were laying like on the hay. There was stacks of hay and people were just laying on it, just like unconscious when we were walking through. And there was a woman that we saw. She was laying face down in the mud, like in the pig pen, like where the pig should be. So I don't know what the fuck was going on there. And nobody cared. Everybody was acting like, very casual, very normal. And now who the fuck knows what's going to go happen with my ID now? They got all my information. I don't know. And I don't know what's going to, someday somebody's going to be coming looking for me. Oh, and the parking lot now is the size of the mall, like a mall parking lot. We're walking and walking. I get to my car. I have 2 flat tires. It's all scratched. And my taillight is busted out. There's a fucking goat on top of my car. The fucking goat horned my car. And it's standing up there, took a shit on the windshield. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So this is where the animals are. They're just like roaming around. Oh, and also, I did ask where the pig was because I was like, what the fuck, what happened to the pig? And I asked one of the Amish girls, and she was on her phone too. She just walked away with a face. She just walked away with the face. She didn't want to tell me what happened. But this goat fucked up my car. So I was like, I can't believe, how am I going to leave? I have now the flat tires. What the fuck am I going to tell my car dealer when I have to renew my lease in a week? What am I going to say? Like, oh, a goat, did this? They're not going to believe me. I'm not paying for this. I find the Amish girl and I said to her, I need to speak to the manager. And she says to me, I am the manager. I said, well, I want to speak to the owner. She says, well, the owner's in Florida. And and I can't get in touch with him. He's just in Florida. I can't get in touch with him. So I said to her, well, a fucking goat just horned up my car and I'm not paying for it in the parking lot. And she said, well, that's why we make you sign the release form before you come here, because when you come here, you come at your own risk. You never know what's going to happen here. When you come here, you come at your own risk. That's it. That's the story. That's the story with the fall. The fall farms, I don't know what the fuck is going on with them. I know that people are complaining that they have to get tickets to go to the farm now. I know this because that's right. So yeah, he fucking horned my car. I don't know. Now I got the car's fucked up. They got my ID, which they're probably selling. And I didn't get any donuts. I didn't get any cakes. No nothing, no apple cider. But all those people, they're laying in the mud, they're taking off their pants, they're doing all these things, they're having fun on the hay. And that's it. So I wanted to let people know what's going on at these farms. And this was after we drove 2 hours from Staten Island into Jersey. I can't say the name of the farm though, because, they're probably, my house now is probably bugged. I wouldn't be surprised if they now bug the house, because that's probably what they're doing with the people. They're connected with the government. So that's it.